Studies have shown time and again that exercise alone does not work for weight loss. What's the truth of the matter? Should you quit exercising and focus on diet alone? Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50 get in amazing shape. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love exercise, I love strength training, I love high intensity interval training, I love walking, and I'm never going to give that up. I want to talk about what's more important for you. Is it diet? Is it exercise? And if you are exercising, is it just a complete waste of time? There are numerous studies that show exercise alone is not successful when it comes to weight loss. And you can see this, I see this when I go to gyms where I see people on quite a regular basis that believe they can out-train their fork. They're going in maybe daily, they're exercising, and they don't look great. It doesn't really show, and they're not making any changes to their body. And sometimes I talk to these people and their lifestyles are really bad. They're kind of eating pizza, they're drinking a lot of alcohol, and it shows. And that idea that you can just go in the gym and kind of burn it off and sweat it off, that just doesn't work. So I completely agree with that. And of course, the scientific studies show that that is absolutely the case. The reverse of that is, should you just diet? Diet alone, don't do any exercise, and that's going to get you results. The problem with just incorporating calorie restriction just on its own, what's going to happen with that? Yes, it will work for weight loss, but if you do it alone without exercise, it's actually going to slow your metabolism down. You won't be able to build any muscle because you're not exercising to build muscle, and muscle's the thing that's going to help your metabolism. But also, all that calorie restriction is actually going to slow your metabolism down too. And it's going to be really hard to stick to in the long term, just the calorie restriction on its own. Your weight loss is actually going to stall at some point if you do calorie restriction, because you've slowed your metabolism down. So then you're going to kind of hit a plateau where there's just nowhere to go from that. You see this, don't you, with people that do go on diets, is they have success on the scale, so they see scale weight loss, but a lot of the time they lose the weight and then they gain it all back, don't they? The ideal situation is to actually combine exercise with nutrition. Yes, nutrition is a really important aspect of it. And it's really important not only to do calorie restriction, but actually have the right balance of protein, carbohydrates, and fats. And that means taking your protein high, so that's 1 gram of protein for every pound in your body weight per day. Or if you weigh over 170 pounds, shoot for your goal body weight. Because what that's going to do is that's going to help you retain and build muscle, and it's going to help with your metabolism and keep you satisfied all at the same time. So protein is really a great fat burning macronutrient. But you also do need to include exercise, and strength training is going to be one of the best things to incorporate, because that, especially when you're over 40, that's going to build your metabolism. So your body's going to get better, more efficient at burning fat when you've developed some muscle. And for most women like me, my kind of age, what that means is actually putting the muscle that you've lost through the aging process. It's not about building bulk. It's actually just putting lean muscle on, which looks more like being toned. And yes, you need to be moving around more. I love high intensity interval training. I love walking. All these things are going to put you in the best of health. Strength training is also really fantastic with dealing with your visceral fat. So that's the fat around your organs that's more dangerous, that's likely to lead to chronic diseases. And if you do strength training, that's actually going to reduce your visceral fat. In other words, your belly fat. So you're actually going to look better as well. But it's really important that you move around more. And I love high intensity interval training. It's great for your heart health. It's actually really good for fat burning. If you combine that with nutrition and also just moving more is absolutely fantastic. So walking around more, getting your steps in, getting at least 7,000 steps in per day, you're going to give yourself a better chance of longevity. That's living a healthy life for longer. So yes, it may be the case that diet is the thing that's really going to trigger fat loss for you, but you do need to combine that with strength training to get the best results.